I think in that very moment, I kind of forgot to modify Charlotte's appearance. I'm so bad with that. I'm so bad with that. Anyway, hello there, everybody, and welcome to part 83 of Xenoblade Chronicles Definitive Edition. 83! 83. Before we do our big side quest for today, I have something I have a couple of things that I want to do first, actually. So, first things first, it's been, well, basically a hot minute since I've shown off what you can do in Time Attack. So, let's give ourselves a big old update over to that. Ever since going to the Central Factory for the first time, we've had access to this challenge right here, called Sparks Fly, You Die. Sparks Fly, You Die. You know, all that stuff. And I've been doing this challenge a lot, and I mean a lot off screen, so that I can get as many Knock-on Stones as I possibly can. So this challenge basically involves only two waves. These two defensive onions right here, and Inferno Crossell. Meanwhile, the second wave has us dealing with two Mechon Fates, and also, Revolutionary Bifrons. Yeah, there. I said the thing, everybody. I forgot to talk again. Doopy doop. So, yeah. So we're back here in our beloved Mechonis field, and that's basically just two waves of this stuff. That's literally all there is to it. It really is. So, yeah, because we're so high level, this is going to be like an actual breeze. And, yeah. I'm just basically here showing off what I've been doing for like the past, like, few hours. So, let's take on these guys. Just remember to get off as many chance arts as you possibly can. And get off as many chain attacks as you possibly can. Just so that you can get the highest possible rank if you want to, you know, get that beloved S rank in the challenge mode. And also remember that Revolutionary Bifrons has a damage spike, so be careful. And there we go. I actually managed to get this within a minute and a half. And I actually got a better Knock-on Stone reward. And yeah, I've gotten basically 8,400 Knock-on Stone one time. And I believe you can get over 11,000 Knock-on Stone. That's a 1% chance, by the way. But it's really, really well worth it. Really well worth your time. I also tried doing the restricted challenge. I did complete it. But I didn't get the rank that I needed to get the resort set. So, boo on that. For beating Sparks Fly, You Die, you get the F Sun Visor, F Water Frame, F Water Arms, and F Water Boosters for Fiora. So that's more additional costumes for Fiora. But more importantly than that, I did some time to consider things. But I figured now would be the time. So these are only available after you beat Future Connected, obviously, which I can't help but I already have done, because I don't want to keep my progress. I don't want to delete my progress. I mean, I'd never do that ever. I mean, unless it was something. But I decided on only 3 master art books that I wanted to buy. I wanted to buy Sword Drive for Rhine, because I didn't get the advanced art book for it. Typically in Agneritha, you can find them. Soaring Tempest for Dunban, because I love that art a lot. And Final Cross for Fiora. So because of that, now we're able to upgrade our arts to level 12. And speaking of that, yeah. Like, I know Ryan has a lot of unspent AP, but let's do this. Let's level up Final Cross once, because gosh diddly darn it, I love this art so much. Level up Spear Blade. And for Ryan, Sword drive all the way. Until we can't level it up no more. I really want the advanced art book for Magnum Charge, though. Or intermediate one, I should probably say. I've had AP up on Shulk for a little bit, so that's why he has plenty of AP to spare. But I want to use it to upgrade Monado Armor and Monado Cyclone, I think. Do I want Monado Cyclone, actually? Actually, no, Monado Purge. I'm going to be using this a lot more. It's all part of the Aura Seal. Dunban, we're going to make use of that brand new Master Art book of yours to level up Summon to Soaring Tempest a couple of times. Sharla, I actually really like having debuff immunities, and it really helped out during the Radiant Teryx fight, so we're going to level that up. And Shield Bullet. I actually like having damage immunity. Ricky, I actually considered having an advanced art book on you, but I want to level up Roly Poly because we've been using it a whole lot more. And Tantrum, we might as well. And as for Melia, Summon Ice because we love having more chill damage. And Burst End. And you know what? Why not Reflection? We might as well just say that we might be using this art in the future, so we might as well just go ahead and do that. And our last thing that we're going to be doing before we take on the big side quest is going over to Jekt Giza and viewing a heart-to-heart that we can view. A snowy hot spring. Don't worry, it's okay, take your time. I know it's gotta load. Ricky, got a second? I want to ask you something. Ricky? What are you doing? Ricky love hot water. All up on love hot spring. Oh, right. Gotcha. The water actually looks kind of chilly, though. Not too hot, not too cold. My mistake. I thought it just looked cold. Ricky look across snowy hills and enjoy hot water. It's perfect, Shulk. I don't really see the appeal, but if you like it, that's cool. Shulk's still a little pawn. Shulk jump in water too. You want me to join you in there? Otherwise, Shulk never know how good hot spring is. Guess you're right. Do not worry, Shulk. Shulk will like water same as Ricky. Ah! The geezer's blown him away. Time for me to make a run for it. Sorry, Ricky. That's okay. He'll land on that big old spot in the air. It'll be fine. I like that one a little bit. I like that one a little bit. There's more like camera movement, I guess, or there's more like scenery. I don't know what I'm talking about, but yeah, I like that one a little bit because it's presented like a little cutscene rather than just a heart-to-heart with two people just standing around and talking. I mean, not that standing around and talking isn't bad, mind you. I'm just saying. And finally, I also managed to raise the affinity between my party members a little bit, too. I probably may not be able to get all of the affinity that I really need, particularly for the heart-to-hearts that I really want to view in the future. But I'm just saying, like, I could do with some. I could do with some. But we'll see what happens. I pretty much used the Stormy Belagon exploit and training with Peppino to get some of the items I need, along with some running around getting items that people really, really like. So, yeah, that's the deal. Anyway, I've saved this one for last because while we do have another quest with Naparik, I don't want to take that on yet because it requires us to get a lot of leveling up, and I really don't want to do that yet. So we're going to save that for post-game. Meanwhile, up ahead, Melancholy Tyrea. He found a collapsed Hyantia outside Colony 6. There must have been a reason she was on the lower levels. Guess we'll have to see what that is.
Who's this?
Ain't she the one who attacked us in the capital?
You!
Tyrea! What are you doing here? You're hurt.
Do not touch me! Vile girl!
Watch it!
Oh,
Oh,
Tyrea, what happened?
is she dead?
No. It looks like she just passed out. Let's get her to the infirmary. Rhine!
Come on, why me?
Please.
Is she okay?
Her injuries aren't severe. When the Bionis awoke, the ether flow around the colony became unstable. Maybe that's why she lost consciousness.
No, that's not what I meant.
You mean, why didn't she become a Telethia?
Precisely.
For pure-blooded high Entia to become Telethia, the ether energy surrounding the Bionis has to be above a certain level. Luckily, the level of ether energy here is not as high as on the upper regions of Bionis. That may be what kept her safe. Or perhaps...
Perhaps what?
No. It's nothing.
Something about this makes me feel uneasy.
I know what you mean. We'll have to keep an eye on her recovery.
Why does she hate you so much, Melia? You're both high Entia. Is being pure-blooded really that important?
Tyrea's birth mother is most likely my stepmother. You don't mean... Umea? Yes. I heard about it from Callian after I returned from the tomb. Mother was the leader of the Inquisitors, a secretive organization operating in the shadows of the Imperial household. The group plotted to maintain the Imperial bloodline through a clandestine ritual. A ritual where Tyrea was conceived.
And she was secretly raised as an Inquisitor assassin.
Hold on a sec. Are you saying that Tyrea is Callian's half-sister?
That's right. Then isn't she in the same position as you? Mm-hmm.
that is correct.
Tyrea! You're awake!
I had more right to the throne than she ever did. Were it not for the consort system that has so polluted the pride of our people, it would have been me, a pure-blooded High Entia who would build the future of our people. But you... you are a hypocrite, just like me. If we are honest, what is the difference? You too would take the lives of your own people to protect your bloodline. Melia, you too are nothing but an assassin.
You're wrong.
I don't buy that for a second.
Rhine!
Pride of your people? How about you're jealous of Melia?
Do you really think I would be jealous of her?
Ain't ya? You're envious of her, right? Of how she lives her life. You just want everyone to feel sorry for you for being in the shadows all your life.
How dare you? No Hom speaks to me like that.
I'm saying that you'll never have a life like Melia's. You don't have the faintest idea why Melia's been fighting. Even if you'd been born in her place, the Emperor still would have chosen her as his successor. Succeeding the Imperial line ain't all about blood. It's about taking on the will to do whatever it takes for your land, for your people, when the time comes. That's what makes Melia different from you.
How dare you?
Both of you, stop this! This is no time for pointless bickering.
He's right. We survivors shouldn't be fighting amongst ourselves. Right, time's up. I want the room cleared out.
Yeah, okay.
And you need to calm down and get some rest.
Ugh. me, envious. I only think of my people. What is that?
What's going on?
Look! Over there! The colony!
Telethia!
Guys, she's gone.
Tyrea, you mean? Could that Telethia be her?
No. At least, I'm fairly certain.
What?
There's no time now. We must pursue it.
You didn't think that cutscenes would actually have voice acting by now, huh? You didn't think, huh? Huh? Yep. That cutscene is entirely voice acted. This is basically the only side quest in all of Xenoblade Chronicles that is actually voice acted. And I have absolutely no idea. I mean, obviously I have an idea why, but why couldn't any others be voice acted like that? Come on, man. But yeah, we gotta look for the Telethia then.
It must be Tyrea after all.
What do we do? Do we have to fight her?
There's no time to think about it. Ready yourselves!
Alright, let's go. Let's do this dance. Okay, so Mysterious Telethia. It's at level 80. But obviously, we dealt with this kind of thing before. We clearly know what we're doing. After all, we beat a giant level 86 bird. I'm sure we can take on a level 80 Telethia, absolutely no problem. Well, actually, the thing is that it has talent absorb. Basically, this is what makes this fight kind of tough. Is the fact that it can absorb your talent gauge. So that's not good at all. And it also has Ultimate Cannon 9, the talent art. So if you definitely haven't leveled up your Monado shield to level 9 by this point, then definitely do that right now. I mean, not right now because we're in a fight, but you know, before you enter the final area, basically. Just saying. Anyway, DPS is going to be very important here, obviously, and we might as well have Shulk in the party for Monado Purge. You know, if he ever can use Monado Purge to begin with. And yeah, wait. Oh wait, I already have enough elementals up already. What am I talking about? Alright, Starlight Kick. There we go. Let's get it. Honestly, now that I've done all those side quests, this is basically the easiest time I've ever had with Mysterious Telethia. Like, honestly, I'm not even joking. Like, this is basically the easiest time I've ever had with facing this thing. Well, except for this. Supernova 7. Is that a coincidence or nah? I have a feeling that this is not a coincidence at all. They knew. Monolith Soft played Final Fantasy VII. They knew. Alright. Let's get some more DPS in there. We should have this fight in the bag at any moment now.
Shulk, I must...
I know.
Stop!
Tyrea! You're safe.
You do realize that Telethia is Umea.
Umea!
I was pursuing Umea. Even though she knew it was her fate to transform, she remained faithful to the Bionis.
But why? Didn't she feel betrayed?
Everyone has their own beliefs, and what they believe is their own choice. Umea adhered to her path. I pursued her so that I could fulfill her final wish.
Her final wish?
Umea was imprisoned within the Tower of Investigation. She told me that after she transformed into a Telethia, I was to destroy her as quickly as possible. She wished to sacrifice herself to the Bionis. At least, that is what I believed at first. But I now understand Umea's true desire. That is why I must...
This is my responsibility.
Melia, why?
Father entrusted me with the Empire and its people. What I believe in is the will of those struggling to survive. I have to fight if I am to convey this to the next generation. Besides, Umea is your birth mother. There is no need for you to carry out such an unpleasant task.
Is the same not true of you? You may not be of her blood, but you still think of her as your...
This is a duty that my father and brother conferred upon me.
Melia.
Tyrea, I believe you and I are alike.
Alike? Never, vile girl. My gratitude for assisting Umea. I mean, Mother.
Tyrea.
Well, there she goes.
Is she going to be okay on her own?
She'll be all right. We and Tyrea share the same goal. Our paths are sure to meet again.
Yeah, you're right. Melia, what did you mean just now? When you said you and Tyrea are alike?
Tyrea must be half Homs, just like me.
What? But the wings on her head.
Not all half-blooded High Entia have small wings, only the majority. Some are indistinguishable from pure-blooded High Entia. Dominant and recessive inheritance. I've studied this.
So that's why.
Melia, do you think Umea knew this would happen?
Perhaps. Actually, she had to have known. At least, that's what I believe.
She was her mother after all. She must have been aware.
Yes.
We got the Empress Staff for Melia. This is one of Melia's best weapons because it has electric plus 5, HP up 6, and unbeatable 4. Auto attack stealth isn't that bad either. Sure, the experience game may not be as good now considering that we did Band of the Betrayer. But still, I say it's good. Oh, there it is. I thought for whatever reason I didn't get it. Like, what? Like, oh wait a minute. I think I realized the problem. I was heading the category on with slots. Oh, okay, my bad. My mistake. But yeah, there it is. The Empress Staff. Honestly, I think I'm just gonna stick with the Wisdom Rod, honestly. Like, these gems are pretty cool, I'm not gonna lie. But I like having my, I like having this, where I can get more damage per DPS stuff on, everybody. Or on Melia, at least. Like, now that I've dabbled into the world of actually setting up my characters properly. You know, so... yeah. That is it. You never really thought that you would get, like, an epilogue to the whole, like, story with Tyrea, Melia, and Yumea, but there it is. Well, the epilogue of all three of those characters, I mean, obviously, because it isn't like there's, yeah, well, we'll get to that later. We'll get to that later, obviously. But yeah, that side quest is actually really good. I really like that. I really like the story in that one a lot. And, yeah. If you go over here, you'll find Yumea's maid.
Hi there.
I was the one responsible for Lady Yumea during her incarceration. I, her maid, sat with her in the Tower of Investigation. I will never forget that night, on the eve of the Bionis Awakening. For I have heard a story that deeply affected me. Apparently, Lady Tyrea was conceived at a clandestine ritual. Such rituals are customary to protect the pure Hyentia. It was not known at the time, but her father was half Homs. Yes, can you believe it? He was of mixed lineage. When this was discovered, he was thrown out of their order. He had not been seen since. However, there is more. It was customary to remove the child from the Imperial line. However, Yumea, despite her duty to the order, gave birth to Tyrea. And even now, it is not clear why Yumea dared to defy the order. Straight after the Bionis awoke, Tyrea visited her mother. The two of them sat and Yumea told her the story I tell you now. On that dreaded night, Yumea poured her heart out to her child. I believe I witnessed Yumea's dying words of love to Tyrea.
Hi there.
Do you think that Yumea became a Telethia like the others? All I pray is that she found peace as she returned to the Bionis. You get a little bit more backstory from that. Very interesting stuff. Very interesting. So, yeah. All's very well and good in that. But now we move on to more important matters. And not to worry, I am going to change up. Actually, you know what? I might as well just do it right now. I feel like, because I feel like I might as well just get, you know, all that stuff over with. And another thing that I actually did was I went over to all the shops around the world and basically around Colony 6-2. And I went ahead and bought some equipment so that I could get the costumes from them. So that's what I did. That is what I did indeed. That's how I ended up getting the Titan Legacy set, as you can clearly see. I know it looks really weird on Charla, but, you know, I take it that's fine. I guess it's just sort of a mishmash of everything, I suppose. You know what? I'm going to give her that and a Titan Legacy stuff. Look at that! That looks kind of cool. I'm not going to lie. That looks kind of cool. Okay, then, dude. Last thing that we're going to be doing here today is talking to you. We're ready to fly into the Bionis. Shall we head there now? Hell yeah, buddy. Let's do it.
It's the inside of the Bionis.
It looks quite different from when we entered via the marsh.
The Bionis is regaining its biological functions.
Must be because Zanza woke it up.
Then we find Zanza and stop him.
You know, it honestly really looked like Ricky wanted to say something, but they cut him off before it was too late. And speaking of that, I know I see it on a map too. I know there's a new quest over there that you can only do once you enter the Bionis interior, but I believe now that we've entered the Bionis interior again, the Nopon Arcsage will have a new challenge for you. Yes, He of the Metal Face. This basically has us dealing with Mumkar twice. I'm not entirely sure how it goes about doing that way. Maybe it's Mumkar in outside of Metal Face, or it's Mumkar inside Metal Face. Maybe it's both. I'm not entirely sure. But it's a level 90 challenge. I'm not dealing with that. I'm not dealing with that until later. No way. No way. I ain't doing that. But regardless of which, here we are. Next time on Xenoblade Chronicles Definitive Edition, we check out what that quest is in Junks. And then we're going to head deeper into the Bionis interior. See you guys on the next time. Thank you for watching, and goodbye.